It's your girl Ash Cash, and you are watching Real Cash Talk.
Money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was counting out like last week. Tell me what.
I'm here with my lovely guest, episode 2, talking about friendship. I got Samantha here with me to my right.
What's up? What's up?
And I got Mareva J here to my left.
What's happening with y'all?
Mareva J is an artist, y'all. Make sure y'all go stream her on Apple Music. I'll make
Please.
sure I put her Instagram down below. And Samantha here is a baker. She has her own business with all the sweets and stuff. Make sure y'all follow her also. I'll put her stuff down below also. So I appreciate y'all for coming on. Episode 2. We're going to talk about friendship. So y'all ready to get right into it?
Let's get it.
So if y'all didn't know, I just became friends with them like a couple of months, few months. Well, I don't know.
We creeping up on a year.
Yeah, we're keeping up on a year. So it's like, but we tight like this, y'all. And it's kind of crazy that we became close so fast, but I really do appreciate y'all. So we're going to get into the, the friendship aspect of things. Because y'all are older than me. So I think I ain't gonna give it away. But I mean, y'all look young. But I think I learned a lot from both of y'all because y'all older than me. I think y'all like my first. I mean, I have older friends, but
We're the oldest.
yeah, I'll say that. So I guess I'll start by asking y'all like, what is exactly a friendship to y'all? Like, what do y'all always say is a friendship?
Dang, I'll look over here, so I'll go first. A friendship to me is a relationship where you can be honest with yourself, honest with the other person. You guys support each other, whether, sometimes you can't physically make it to everything, but just like in spirit, somebody that's going to uplift you, somebody that's going to call you on your BS, and someone who just like understands your goals. Even if you guys don't have the same upbringing or things like that, you still find like common ground, and you have things that bring you closer together and connect.
I agree. You think the same
Yeah,
thing?
I'm just gonna say the same. She kind of summed everything up. I mean, for the most part, I honestly feel like you need to be yourself. Like, if you can't be yourself around your friends, like, they're not your friends. Like, if you feel like you have to change your demeanor, change your character, or how you are, how you talk, or whatever around somebody, that's not your true friend. Like, if you don't feel comfortable, that intuition, if you're not comfortable around that person, then
Would y'all say that? So okay, what would make a friendship last long besides everything you name? Like, what would make a friendship last long to have the true friendship to say that that's my true friend?
I would say, just like on top of everything that I mentioned, that friendship is to me, and I guess this kind of goes for a lot of things, just like consistency, and just like a commitment. Like, I just feel like as friends, like the same way, like we always hear like consistency and commitment in terms of romantic relationships, but they're absolutely necessary with friendships too.
I guess for me, the same, but it's kind of different because I have friends from college. Like, we'll talk, but we don't talk all the time. Like, I can talk to them today, and then I'll talk to them 3 months later, and it's like we just picked up on a conversation that we had the other day. So that's still consistent to me because we all have, we're adulting, so we got lives and shit. So like, I don't mind somebody like, you know what I'm saying, like talking to me, I don't know, for a week, and then we talk next month or whatever. Like, it's fine to me because most of my friends are actually like out of state or just out of state, not out of the country, but just out of state. So I don't mind like catching up with people that way. So for me, still consistency, you know what I'm saying, commitment and stuff like that. But yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you brought that up. How you say you got friends, you talk to them like today and hear from 3 months. I have a friend I'll talk to today, met through college. We check in, and like we'll talk every couple of months. So what do you think is like them friends who you don't talk to, or they be like, oh, I only hear from you every couple of months? Like, do y'all think that it'd be an issue when friends like say stuff like that? Like,
It really depends, like, on a person, because some friends, like, they don't have no issue with that.
Yeah.
But some people do, because I don't know if they probably need that camaraderie. Like, they need to be around certain people or need to talk to you to feel like you're a friend. But I personally don't need that. Like, I mean, even if you checking in, like, we checking up on social media, we checking in through text, like, that's cool.
So, okay, I'm going to pause you right there. So, do you think, if somebody checking with you through social media, like, week by week or here and there, do you think that is, they're still being a friend? Like, do they have to text you or call you type thing?
No, I mean,
For
me,
yeah.
I'm talking about me. No, you don't have to text or call me or anything like that. If we on social media, that's how we communicate or whatever. Like, we may have a text conversation through social media or through DMs or whatever. So,
it's facts. How you feel about that? Like, do you think, like, some friends, like, can a friend still be a friend if they only talk to you every couple of months?
I would say yes, especially at our big ages.
No, I agree.
Everybody has a lot going on. Similar to the both of you guys, I have a really good friend who lives in Mississippi. She's a mom. She works. Like, I don't expect to hear from her every day or every week. She just hit me up and said she's coming to visit. Can we get together? Of course, absolutely. And sometimes it's just as simple as that. Like, sometimes you may not hear from them every couple months, but you know, you have like a significant conversation, or you're at least like, you know, you can tell that you're like there is some effort being put into the relationship by both people.
So when it becomes a problem, when it's not effort on both ends, like, is that a point where y'all would speak up and say something like, hey, it feel like this, or do you just let the friendship just be like, whatever? Because I feel like at our big age, I should come to you and I should be able to say like, hey, you're not being a good friend, or like, hey, I have an issue, whatever the case may be, without it being like an argument type thing. It's just, I'm telling my friend how I feel about something, you know, like.
I have dealt with that situation in both ways. So I've kind of said nothing, and I've also brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily get the reception that I wanted when I brought it up. So that's one of those things where I was just like, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. You know, all we can do is express ourselves and say, hey, I would like for this to happen. If the other person doesn't want to meet you where you at, or meet you halfway, or come to some kind of compromise, then what you want to do?
Facts. So how do y'all feel about, how do you feel about, like, if you've been friends with somebody for so long, and now it's just like y'all just not at the same point in y'all life, like, you up here, but they still on a little kid level type shit. Like, how do y'all deal with that? Y'all just growing apart.
Mm-hmm.
So is it hard to cut that friend off, or do you want to still remain friends but at like an extent type thing?
I don't think in that situation there is necessarily a need to cut anybody off. For me, I would think it's just more so just making adjustments. It's like, this is what our relationship has been for the last 10 years, but for 10 years prior, but for the last year and a half, it's changed, and this is what it is right now. I've expressed myself, or I've, put myself out there, or vice versa. And, sometimes, like you said, you outgrow each other. I'm interested in these things. You're interested in those things. They just don't connect. I don't think there necessarily needs to be any, like, cutting off, but it's just like, this is what I'm doing. This is what you're doing. If you want to hang out and catch up every once in a while, then maybe we can, but I probably won't put that much effort into it, to be honest.
I feel that. What you think about that? Like, do you think it would be a need to cut off, or do you think it would just, maybe eventually, it would just grow apart regardless? Like, we don't even have to, even talk anymore type thing. Like, have you been put in that situation before, ever?
Yeah, definitely the second option. Like, I don't really feel the need to say anything. Eventually, stuff is just going to play out the way it's supposed to play out. Because people be in your life for a season. So, like, some certain people. So, it may not be forever, and that's fine. Like, and it's not even, like, on no bad terms or anything. It's just, that's just how shit go. But, I mean, shit. That's just how it goes. But, I don't feel like I need to cut nobody off or anything. Like, one of my friends, like, how can I say this? She might watch this. One of my friends,
let them watch.
One of my friends, they moved to Cali for work. or whatever, and our relationship was cool, but once I was talking to somebody, the relationship kind of fell off. Not. I feel like on both of our parts because I don't know. It get kind of sticky with the relationships and the friendship, especially.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
true.
saying, if you date how I date.
And how the hell do you date? What do you mean? How you down? How you date?
Okay.
I'm a little nervous now.
Not like that, females. If you date females.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it got a little weird, in a sense. So we just stopped talking. And we didn't say anything about it. We just stopped talking like that. We just stopped communicating, and it was just kind of weird for a second. And then, like, she blocked me on social media,
Oh, she doing too
whatever.
much.
Like, she blocked my story.
Weird.
Yeah,
Blocked
she
me
doing
from
too
seeing
much.
her story or whatever. And I was just like, okay, that's kind of weird. I didn't really say anything because, one, we're adults. You should be able to communicate with me. If you feel like you have to go that far to block your story from me, like, what's up? What's going on? Like, eventually we talked about it. Like, she's back in the DMV. So after we talked about it, I feel like we're definitely not where we were in our friendship. Like, we talk here and there. And yeah, that's it. I mean, it's no love lost. I mean, I still, care for my friend, like, and things like that, but I'm not gonna, like, chase anything. Like, I'm gonna just let stuff be how it is. So yeah.
Facts. I agree. We, all three of us, just recently went through a situation where we had a friend, yeah, and we're no longer friends with them. And I must say, I'm kind of happy we kind of went through this experience together because it was like, I don't think we was really wrong in a situation. I think we all helped that friend do a lot for them just to get shitted on. And if they're watching, whoever's watching, I truly don't give a fuck. I mean, lucky we not name dropping. But the situation was just, I don't know. It was foul, I'll say, on their end. Because they didn't take accountability. They blamed everything on us. Everything was our fault. We did this, that, and the third. Even though we have all the receipts in the world. But it's like, how do y'all feel now about the situation? I want to ask. How do y'all feel now that, because you was closer to that individual.
It sucks. It sucks when everything was going down, but now I'm at the point where, like, it just is what it is. I think that, it was something to kind of grieve in a sense. Maybe not necessarily, well, I don't know, it was like a twofold. It was like the friendship and what all we were working towards. But now, honestly, it is what it is with me. Like, that's just where I'm at with it. I don't really, like, I just don't even, like, care no more for real. So it's like, it is what it is. Like Mareva said, people in our lives for a season, and that season is up. So, would I have liked for things to have taken place differently? Absolutely. But what you gonna do?
Can't dwell on the past.
Yeah.
Gotta move forward.
Like,
yeah. How you feel on it?
Pretty much the same. The people gonna get what the karma gonna get them.
Yeah, karma gonna get them.
I'm gonna just say that because there are certain things, the way that you move, how you conduct yourself with your friends or with your business or however, like, there are certain, I don't want to say consequences, that seems so, like, I don't want to say that, but there are certain things that will come back to you based on your attitude or the energy that you put out, the things that you put out into this world, this universe, whatever. That stuff will come back to you. So treat people well, man. Especially people in your life that are doing things with their time, their money, their energy, that they not asking you for nothing. They're just doing it out of their kindness, of their heart, or out of what they like to do as well. So don't waste people's time, man.
Yeah, I feel like if you really got a true friend, be a true friend to them too. Like, don't waste their time. Don't take advantage of them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that situation was unfortunate for, like you said, we was all working towards something and it was just taken away from us. Like, and yeah, it just was foul, but karma, like you said, karma gonna get them. But it's just, that goes to show, don't be friends with people who can't take accountability, who can't be truthful, people who you can't talk to. Like, if you want to go to a friend and vent like, hey, I'm mad because this, and this, and they flip it, don't be friends with them. Like, it's not worth it. Not
There
worth
are
the
friendship red flags too.
Yeah, oh my God,
Absolutely.
yes. 100%. Don't ignore them. Me personally, I don't care even friends, like I said, 10 years, 20 years, like, some shit gotta give. At some point, you gotta put your foot down and just be like, some shit just can't keep happening. Or, especially if you see yourself changing too, like, say your friend is this way, like, not say a bad person, but like, they just don't got their shit together or working towards that, and you friends with them, and it's like, you kind of like lean toward the same thing, you should not be friends with them. I feel like your circle should be people who got something going for themselves, who want something going for themselves, who have goals, ambitions, all that. Like, don't hang around losers and bums. Like, what's the point of that?
Absolutely.
I feel like
you should be able to learn from your friends.
yeah, like, you should be able to learn, grow. Like, they should be able to motivate you in ways that's like, they doing this, all right, I want to go ahead and do this. Like, you know, so please steer away from fucking losers and people who can't handle the truth about themselves.
Yes, Lord.
So, enough of the negativity. What's been your longest friendship, and how did y'all meet?
This is so funny. This is an interesting question for me. Okay, so I have a friend, Brandon.
Shout out Brandon.
We have been friends since 2007. So was that like 17 years? Yes. And then another close friend of mine, we met when we were like really, really young through church, but we didn't really like get to be like really close friends until maybe like 2015. But I've known her forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Damn, longest friend, probably my high school friend. Known her since 9th grade. So she was a cheerleader. I played ball, but we were just always just close. Like, I guess because we both were in like the honor society or whatever.
Beauty and brains. Come on.
So we met there, and we just been connected ever since. So
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
shout out to you, girl.
My longest friendship is my best friend Ronnie. We literally been friends since we was like 3. Like, went to the same daycare, then the same private school,
That's great.
then the same middle school, and then high school we stopped going to school together. But we still remain close. Like, he helped me move. He came on my kickbacks. Like, that's still my best friend. So we don't talk every day, but that's fine though. Like, he has his own life, I have mine, but we know what it is. Like, and I feel like a lot of friendships, they don't really, what's the word or what's the phrase? I feel like a lot of people are needy when it comes to friends. So they want to talk every day. They want that type thing every day. But I feel like it's not going to happen. Like, it just can't happen.
I honestly think that, I mean, it really just depends on the friend. Like, Brandon and I, we've been friends. We actually were introduced to somebody through a mutual friend where neither one of us are friends with anymore. I probably text. I don't talk to him every day, but I speak with him at least once or twice a week in some form or fashion. But we don't see each other a ton. My other friend, I talk to her maybe 4 days, like, even if it's just a quick, I ask her something via text and she respond, maybe like 4 days out the week. She lives a few minutes away from me, and I have not seen her since October. Oh, she stopped by to drop something off the other day, like a couple weeks ago. But that's it. Like, I don't really see her. I see her every few months, and that's it.
I feel like that's kind of how it is with best friends, though. It's always the best friends, so you never really see, like, I probably see Ronnie like twice a year, if that. My other best friend, Bree, I probably see her. I saw her for the first time this past weekend in months. Like, it's been months.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it is, but it's like, you know what it is, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's my best friend, too, but I see her every day.
If y'all don't know, they're dating.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta put it out there. So, if any of y'all want them, they want each other. Just so y'all know.
You want to die?
Just so y'all know. So how do y'all, have y'all ever dealt with having a friend that was jealous of you?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, how did y'all deal with that? Like,
Honestly,
How
I
did you
didn't
know?
see it.
How'd you know?
I did not see it until Brandon pointed it out. And and of course, for me, I was just like, well, what is there to be...
Jealous of?
What is
Yeah.
there to be jealous of? Like, we see, like, I gotta get up, I gotta go to work, I got all this stuff going on, like, but other people don't really necessarily see it that way, or they don't see it at all. So I guess once I really saw it for myself, there were just certain things that I just stopped sharing with this person. I noticed that when it came to like me and dating, there will always be something wrong or some kind of slick comment about somebody that I was dating. And this has been like over years. So I'm just like, there's always
something.
Why you always
It's crazy
have
how
something
you say you didn't notice it. I mean, you was really just not. That means you was the good friend who just
yeah,
really
because
didn't
and it's
think
like
nothing
me, like
that.
you know me, like I'm such like a helpful and giving person.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what you need? You need clothes? Like, come on, I'm gonna take you shopping. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just a very giving person. So when I see it, I'm just like, damn, it did hurt my feelings. I ended up like cutting her off and not speaking to her for like a year.
Y'all friends now? Or?
We're cool. We're cordial now. We're on speaking terms. I've probably seen her like once or twice. But I mean, whatever friendship we had in the beginning, that just won't be.
Yeah. That's facts. Yeah. I mean, you had hit a note over there, so I think you done experienced a lot of jealousy.
That's like a running theme for real.
That's a running thing for me. I don't know what it is. Like, and I'm listen, if y'all ever get to know me or be around me, I am so chill. I don't bother nobody. Like, I want the best for my friends. I want to uplift my friends and make sure that they're doing their best. Like, I'm not that type of person. So for someone to be jealous of me, maybe it's something that's inside of me, the light,
that's always what it
whatever.
is.
It's
Your
like
aura,
what
the
my
vibe.
aura, right, and things like that. So like, it was like one of my close friends, like a female femme type of friend. She literally came into my life, and it was just like, so I dreamed. I had a dream about a wolf, and she was like in that type of space or whatever with like by that wolf or whatever, and it had a little wolf in sheep's clothing or whatever, however you want to interpret that. The dream was kind of like that, and she was in that dream. That was the only person in that fucking dream. I feel like I should have listened to the dream because I just let sometimes I could be too nice, and I could just
like too nice friendship wise.
No, she just too nice. Period.
So you gotta stop being nice.
Anyway, I could
Stop
be
being
too
nice.
nice. No, I can't stop being nice.
You can be kind, but you don't have to be nice.
Okay.
Nice is reserved
That's
for people
good.
who deserve
Yeah.
it.
You could be kind. I like
Yeah,
that.
for me, in my opinion, I feel like to be nice, that requires you to go out of your way a little bit, just a little bit, and
That's
it's not a bad thing.
That's a good analogy. I can't look at it like that. Yeah.
It's not a bad thing to be nice, but not everybody deserves that extra step.
And that's what I've been learning, because I really feel like how you were saying, I'm just being helpful with her and just like, just kind of showing her different things. She's asking me all these questions. I'm like, dang, you really asked me a lot of questions about life, about certain things, and it was just like she mimicked all these things. And how you were saying, like, the friendships that I had with certain people, she would be like, I don't like this friend, like that friend is not good for you, or
Hater.
This friend is that. I'm talking about right now, today, every single friend that I thought that I had, we don't talk anymore, but they're all friends with her. The very people that she talked about, they all friends with her. I'm talking about they in her wedding. I'm talking about they bridesmaids. They maid of honor. But these are the same people. If I told y'all today what this girl said about, I still got receipts.
You want to beat her up?
Heck no. Nah, she called me. She texts me, all the time. Not all the time. I'm going to say every year I get a text saying, I'm so sorry,
I bet
about
you
the way
are.
things.
Sorry, as hell.
Okay. And my response is, okay, thank you. Because I just don't, it doesn't bother me anymore. At first it did. I'm just like, you know what, I should out this.
Well, that's nice of you
Witch.
just saying, okay. See, I probably would have did that.
I probably would
would've
have
been
like,
I probably, if I did reply, I probably would say something like, especially if you just about to keep reaching out, you need to leave me alone.
Yeah.
You can apologize all you want to. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't be forgiving people like that. I don't forgive you. Kiss my ass.
I called her. I was like, okay, this is the second time that you've hit me since last year. What's up? Like, what? Oh, no, I was just,
It's
you know,
eating
I was
her
seeing
up.
how you were
Good.
doing, you know, I just want to see how you're doing and everything, and, you know, I was just checking up on you. You sound so liberated. I am, because I'm free from you. Like, I'm free from your toxicity. Like, it was just, and I didn't realize that, like, because I felt like I was giving so much to just be helpful or whatever. Like, it was just too much. And I've learned my lesson. I ain't that helpful. I help you, but, you know,
to an extent.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm helping myself now.
I ain't helping none of y'all niggas. I'm honestly, like, I will say, if anything, it's like, I don't really want, like, I don't really want to extend myself in particular in certain ways anymore. And,
I feel that. I feel like, I agree.
But if it's beneficial to me, then...
But it honestly, but sometimes it's like, if it's beneficial to me, it really just, like, you really got, for me, I have to weigh the pros and cons,
Definitely.
right? Like, maybe, yeah, I'll go and do this or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, it's like, is it even going to be worth the hassle of, you know what I mean? You've seen how this person has moved. You've seen how they've treated you. You've been on the receiving end of their shiesty behavior. You don't, like, do I really want to be connected with that?
Yeah,
It's like some opportunities, like, no, I'm not going to pass it up. I'm going to take it. I'm going to just do what I got to do. But other stuff, it's like, you know what? It's really just, like, not worth it. Like, no, I don't want to be associated with you. I don't want to be associated with that. Like, no. Because at the end of the day, like, sometimes it's like, it may be beneficial to me, but you eating off of me, too.
Yep. Like they always say, like, all money ain't good money. So it's like all friends, like, them.
Yeah, you definitely gotta weigh the pros and cons.
Yeah, especially when it's like a jealous. I feel like my sister was kind of like yours. Like, I didn't realize she was jealous. People started telling me, because it's like, I don't never want to look at a friend as jealous of me, because it's like, why would I think my friend is jealous of me? Like, I would never want to think that. But when shit is like people pointing it out, when you start noticing shit, it's just like you gotta call it for what it is.
And sometimes it's the stupidest stuff. Like, this same friend that will be like, this is somebody that I was friends with, or I met like right as I was like coming out, and it would be times where she would say something to me about like people that wanted to talk to me and stuff like that, and I would be like, oh, who, like, you know, whatever, or like, oh, so and so asked about you, whatever, and I was like, who, and she wouldn't tell me, and I'm like, well,
that's
why?
weird. Yeah, that's weird.
Well, why?
Yeah.
That's why you be wanting me to tell you stuff.
What?
Because I'm like, nah, it's cool. I ain't about to say nothing.
No, because
like,
well, first of all, I'm just a curious person anyway. Like, you know me, I like to like have all the, like, I need
all the details.
Yeah, like I need like a real true picture in my head. But like stuff like that, or like there was somebody that she back in, this was years ago, decades ago, almost 20 years ago. Somebody that she know I like, she ended up talking to the girl.
That's foul as fuck.
Yeah.
Y'all foul if y'all do shit like that.
Yeah.
That is so foul.
And honestly, that has happened twice. That's happened twice.
Well, this one joint tried to talk to. It ain't work out. But I just found out that she was definitely jealous of me. I'm just like, damn.
She was definitely jealous.
I thought we was cool and shit.
She was definitely jealous.
Would have gave my lash. Maybe
No. Not the lash.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Next to lash. You know what I'm saying? Like, to that extent, like, I'm extending myself to them. And it was just like, damn, why be jealous of me? I thought you had everything. I thought you had everything that you wanted.
That'd be the thing. It'd be people like that who portray like they got this, that, and the third. And then they be jealous of you. Like,
but those are the people, like that right there, like I said, there are friendship red flags. Those are the people that you need to, like, steer clear from. Like, the moment you can, like, you pin that somebody is, like, portraying this one way, but you get to see them outside of the cameras or whatever, and you're like, oh, this how you really are? It's like, nah, take heed to that. So, like, you really have to, because it's like, nah, they want to spin it. They, you know what I mean?
I think one of my, like you said, the red flags that I peeped, I had this burner Twitter account that I would just tweet, like, probably had like 3 or 4 followers. And my friend was one of them, one that was jealous of me. And I was tweeting about how, like, I liked how that I inspire people on TikTok. probably like a day later, she had got, I guess her girlfriend got her lighters, because she a smoker. And it had a picture of her and her girlfriend on it, right? She go on tweet and was like, I posted about how I got these lighters. Not everybody want to get the lighter. Be original. Stop copying off me. I'm glad I can inspire y'all. I was like, they're fucking lighters. And then it gets better when she talked about how she inspired other couples to do matching pajamas on Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm like, couples do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's, what the fuck? So when I started seeing that, I was just like, something's off. But again, I try to, try to ignore it and be like, nah. But that shit, nah. Don't ignore the signs, cause.
But sometimes, and even if you confront the person and they don't take accountability for it, it's like sometimes it's like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
And honestly, I will ask somebody else. I'll be like, you think I'm tripping? Like, am I
Exactly,
tripping?
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you think she's talking about me?
I will always go to my
before I say something.
Yeah, always. I can't, because if I believe myself, I'm just gonna go, yeah, I'm right. So I need somebody else to like confirm what I'm thinking, because it's like,
because this one little slick comment I peeped.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
on
just
your
some
ass.
shit. Yeah, but okay, you brought up how both of y'all brought up how when y'all was the friend would have a negative comment about the person y'all dating.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all deal with if y'all friends don't like the person you're dating? Like, how is it like in that aspect? What do? Do you bring your friend around, your girlfriend? Like, do y'all hang out? like what is it gonna be?
I would say, I don't think I've ever been.
Let's say you want to have a kickback. Obviously, you're gonna have your girl there, but obviously your friend gonna be there too.
I don't think I've ever had. Well, okay, I have, but it wasn't until things started going south with whoever I was with at the time that my friends had maybe verbalized that they didn't like this person. Well, of course, I know if I'm telling them the stuff that's going on, I know they not fucking. You know what I mean? They're not really feeling her like that. I mean, specific to her, that hasn't happened. All my friends love her. It's kind of annoying because I feel like I gotta share everybody, but it's okay. I love it. But like towards the end and stuff, like, yeah, I really haven't had to deal with my friends not liking my partner per se. And if like once I'm venting to my friends, like, and I'm telling them like I'm not about to, like, this not about to go on for too much longer, or like I'm on my way out, like how I handle things, like in the past, like I was married before and it got really nasty. And it got really nasty, and I isolated myself because I knew that if I told my friends what was going on, they would be at my door.
Okay, so let me pause you right there.
I'll tell y'all what happened.
Is there a point where you want to vent to your friends, but you can't because that friend don't like your significant other? In what instance can you do that? Do you just not vent to a friend at all, or is it just like a?
I think that we should do better at like, okay, why? What do I want out of this like vent session?
Yes.
Do I want advice?
Yes.
Do I just want to? And this goes for anything, right? This goes if I'm venting to you or her about something going on at work, and I'm just like, you know what? I have to like go into it with saying like, I just need to vent. You don't got to give me no advice today. I just need to get this off my chest, right? So I think that's the difference. I think that if you have a friend that doesn't like your significant other at all, I think that going and venting negatively about your partner, you should kind of assume that person is going to,
they're going to eat that
depending
up.
on their character, they're going to say, oh, you need to break up with them, or you can actually you can actually fix this, or whatever the case may be. So I think that right there is a difference. But yeah, I haven't been in that situation really like while my relationship has been going great, or anything like that. But I have been in a situation where my partner didn't like my friends.
Same.
But that shit was unfounded. So who cares? What about you? Who don't like me? I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Nobody. I think the only, well, they weren't my partner, but I mean they were my friend. So one the same person, same girl. I had like a kickback or whatever, and I was just like, I really do not want her to come over, but it was bound to happen. Like, these other people, I used to go visit them, like, out of town. Out of town meaning far away, like 3 hours away. That's to me, that's out of town. I would go visit them, and they came back from, I guess, wherever they lived. I'm trying to be discreet about the fucking details, just in case. So they came back. I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to have a kickback or whatever. And they're like, that whole question, who all gonna be there?
You won't have to tell me, because
No,
I need
really
to know
if
I'm wearing the pump or the
I need to know.
or the sneaker.
I need to know.
Yeah,
But honestly, like, as friends, if I'm having something and I know you don't mess with somebody,
Okay, yeah,
I'm
let's
not
talk
gonna
about
have
that.
them around.
Okay, let's talk
I
about
don't
that.
want to. But
I don't
if
want
it's-
to. Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Okay, so what about? Because I'm in a situation where my friend's birthday coming up. She going out of town. She invited me, but somebody who I don't fuck with gonna be there. I already told her I ain't going. Cool. But she's having another event.
Okay.
And she's like, hey, you coming? Even though X, Y, and Z gonna be there. It's just like now I'm at the point in my life where I just don't want to be around that.
I would take my friend out alone.
Like,
I would take my friend out without that person.
I think
being
I'm
around.
gonna just, friend, if
I
you
think that's
watching,
fair.
I love you, friend. I'm gonna get you a gift because you hooked me up. Yeah, I love you. You gonna get a gift, but for my mental, for my peace, my sake, and I feel like that should be okay. That should be fine.
I mean, honestly, I think that's fair. I mean, and honestly, you getting like kind of dedicated one-on-one time with your
Yeah.
friends, especially if y'all been, you haven't
yeah,
been hanging
like you the
out.
homie, like, and I feel like I would understood if roles were reversed, like you want kind of my thing because someone's gonna be there. I get it, but me personally, when it comes to mixing friends, I will always, if I know somebody don't like each other, I would have two separate things or try to like have it separate because I've learned from the past like all friends don't mix well together. Like so you can't mix all your friends because everybody personality different. Everybody, you got friends for just going out, you got friends for just smoking, you got friends for actually doing things. So you put all that in one room.
Would this be considered being a devil's advocate if I don't care? Like I would go just to piss them off. Not
No, that's not considered.
I'm not trying to piss them off, but I know that my presence will piss them off. Like, oh my god.
I mean,
I think it depends on what space. Not necessarily devil's advocate,
okay.
but I get what you're saying. I think it
don't
really
know
just
what- I don't
depends
know what word to
on
put.
the space that you're in.
Yeah.
In life, it's like for me right now, I am trying to accomplish so many things in my personal life that is my focus. And when it comes to everything else, it's really just like I don't really care. You're gonna have to say my name. You're gonna have to come call me out. You're gonna have to you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For like to get a reaction out of me, like some blatant disrespect or something like that. Otherwise, I don't have no problem ever being in the same space as nobody and looking right past them. I do that at family functions.
Yeah, I get that.
Me.
I
Not
get
even
that.
excuse me, just
That's what
I'm
that's what I
with it.
mean. Like I would just be there. And
You should
just,
go. Yeah, I don't mind
Yeah.
going,
Myself.
but at the same time, I just don't want to deal with the.
But certain people, but if sometimes the people that you don't really mess with like that, they really going to try it. So it's like, I'm not even going to put myself in a position.
And y'all know it.
Because if you try it,
Exactly.
you want to try it. And I'm going to
exactly.
And I'm going to do it.
And like my
you know
other
I'm pull
friends,
up.
my other friends going to be there. But it's just like I don't want to ruin my friend, what she got going on. So I'm going to just take myself out the equation. So it's like a sticky
honestly, I
situation.
think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, your friend might feel some type of way about you not being at the group functions, but at the end of the day, like as your friend, they should understand your reasoning.
Like-
it's like you don't want me coming and mess up the vibe anyway.
Like I just want to be around that person. Like
Because I've been in a particular situation where I've been at a party for someone, for one of my friend's children. I don't know if she gonna watch this. I don't really care. And there was just somebody that we knew from high school that has just always been like a straggler a little bit. Like randomly like, oh, let's go. Like, it's like, okay, I don't know. But apparently this straggler person did express at some point for some random reason that she didn't like me. And she showed up at the party, unbeknownst to me. But my friend knew that she was coming because my friends gave her the information.
Yeah.
And the girl comes in and she's speaking to everybody and she doesn't speak to me. It's fine. Don't speak to me, girl. I don't care. But then my friend's mom, she was like, we're going to go around saying hi to everybody.
Goodness.
And my friend's mom was like,
Jesus.
oh, what, you not going to speak to Samantha?
Right.
And I was just like, Mom, I don't even care. So I leave out and a girl comes out and we have an exchange. It really felt like some basketball wife shit. Because like the voices was getting a raise and she kind of said something that like triggered me in a tiny way. And I felt bad because they was like, somebody was like reading a story to the kids. It was at a kids party and they came out and
You acted a fool.
I didn't.
Oh.
I was not, like, I was being respectful, but also I just felt like, in a sense, betrayed by my friend a little bit because the least you could have did was give me a heads up. Especially, it's like, you know I'm coming. This is like, you know I'm going to be here. Like, you should have said, oh, so-and-so hit me up. You know how she is. I don't know if she's going to come, but just give me a heads up, especially if somebody just randomly saying they don't like me. Like, what's up?
Facts.
So that whole thing happened. The girl apologized, whatever. Said it's no beef. I really didn't care. I mean, a couple days passed. I didn't hear from my friend. And not both of y'all turned up. I didn't hear from my friend. I reached out to her, and then I mentioned something to her about it, and it was just like, oh, I didn't know she was going to come. And I was just like, okay.
That's the girl.
Right.
Girl, you lying.
Well, no, it was really like, because the girl, like, I don't really know, like, she would say she was going to come somewhere and do, like, the girl had done that to me when we were cool. Like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, yada, 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 and never did that. But I'm just like, at least give me a heads up. Because I don't never want to walk in a place and you know the opposite.
Blindsided. Yeah, you blindsided and shit, yeah.
And then I had my son.
Damn, Jaden was there. He saw a lot.
Jaden
Yeah,
done been
he
through the
did.
trenches
He
with
heard
you.
them voices raised and he was peeking in I saw him peeking in there. I was like, I'm good.
Now Jaden been through the trenches with you.
Listen. No,
Shout out
for real.
Jaden.
That's my
Jaden
dog.
was just out here too. He was out here creeping.
But yeah, so I've been in that situation, and like I said, you got to give people the opportunity to be like, I want to be around that or I don't. I do that with anything, like most things that I'm planning. If it's something like that I really, really like and other people don't, like I'm very into, like, I practice hoodoo, I'm into tarot, astrology, numerology, all of that. Like, and I wanted to, like, one year I wanted to have a tarot reader come and do readings for a couple people, like a little party or whatever. And I just kind of put it out there to a certain group of friends. And they wasn't with it. Okay, so I'm not going to invite y'all.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, you have to I think it's okay. It's imperative to give people the opportunity to say, yes, I want to be around it, or no, I don't want to be around it. Because what if I would have paid for everybody and they got there and saw what it was and they walked out?
I agree.
Come on.
I agree. And I feel like it's okay to have friends for different things. Like, it's okay just to have a friend for drinking. That's your fine friend. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I feel like as you get older, you should start realizing, recognizing things. So,
Yeah, I agree.
but I think we had some good convo, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.
Absolutely.
It's been great.
Appreciate
And
y'all,
almost finished.
and I'm sure y'all. And we was drinking. I finished mine. But I appreciate y'all for coming on. Please make sure y'all
With the Ash Cash.
comment,
Comment,
like,
share,
subscribe,
subscribe,
all
all
that.
that.
all that,
Period.
all that. But thanks for watching again. Thank y'all for being a part of Real Cash.
Bring us back.
Of course, season 4 y'all can come back. Of course,
Yeah.
They kind of stuck with me, so y'all gonna see them. So,
Forever.
so thank y'all for watching, and see y'all next week.
I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was down and out like last week. Tell me where have you been?